Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, November 11th, 2019, and we are here with yet another Monday mystery game, this time number 740. Crazy. We are so anxious to get rolling with this next expansion. It's been dragging a little bit. Been going over there looking at all the construction that needs to be done. We've been kind of weighing the options of doing a bigger rearrange. I don't know if that's going to happen on this time because we got to get going. We got to get space for more games. We got a few games that are sitting over there already, so we got to get some rolling with this expansion so we can get a bunch more games going on the arcade floor. I'm very excited. Thank you all for being here for today's Monday Mystery. Last week, number 739 went on the arcade floor, and it was Mushihime Sama, released from Cave back in 2004. An amazing shmup. It has so much going for it. Not only has it got visually just awesome, audibly, the music in it just awesome, but the bullet patterns to that game and the just sheer amounts of bullets coming at you, so good. And we've seen so many players, even Jimbo Slice was digging it. It was, he says he was drained after he was playing it. He was sweating bullets. An amazing game. Very happy to have it here on the arcade floor. Hopefully everybody enjoys that one. Super, as with most Cave games, everybody is collecting those boards, and we've got quite the Cave collection going on here. So if you're a Cave fan, make sure you come check the place out because there's a lot of good Cave shmups here. Last week for Mushihime Sama, the race for the 10X Championship continued on. Jamie Tibbetts took first place, getting 3 big points, followed by Larry Brocky with 2 points, followed by Matt Walters, who came in third with 1 point. So the current standing for the 10X Championship, Jimbo Slice, your current 10X champion. It's getting down to the wire. You have Larry Brocky in first place with 28 points. Followed by Jamie. So Brocky could win it this week. If he comes in second place, he's there. Tibbetts with 26 points, right behind him. And followed by Pete Gores with 19 points. So today will be a make or break day, depending on if Larry Brocky shows up. We know Jamie Tibbetts is here. He takes first, he'd be at 29. If Larry gets second, he's got it. He's 30 points. But if he only gets 1 point, or if he's knocked off doesn't score at all, doesn't make it in, then potentially next week, either one of those guys, Jamie Tibbetts or Larry Brocky, could walk away the 10X champion, and that will be interesting. Unless Jimbo Slice comes back out of nowhere, places all 3 places. That's not going to happen. We'll see. Stephen Lucas could be a spoiler. Bulldog could be a spoiler. Who knows? Who knows? You know, we're still going with our Arcade Wars. The guys up at the One-Up Arcade out in Brisbane, everybody's still putting in scores for Magic Sword. That's the game of the month. Please, we've got so many people in from out of town. Make sure that you're putting up a score on Magic Sword. Help out. Stephen Lucas did. So make sure if you're coming in, put up a score on Magic Score. The top 3 scores get averaged out, and that is the score. Whoever, either us or the One-Up Arcade out in Brisbane, one of us is walking away with it. Last month, Blazing Star was the game, and we lost. So outrageous to even think that we would lose on a shmup, but it happens. Those guys are crazy over there. They're so good. So make sure you come in and put up a score on Magic Sword. What else do we have? Last week, we had Paul Niemeyer out again on Wednesday for another podcast. So fun talking to Paul. So many great stories. Paul, an industry legend who'd done so much artwork for games like Satan's Hollow, Tapper, Wacko. We got to see some prototype. Well, we saw the prototype artwork for Satan's Hollow's marquee, along with a one-of-one error print marquee, and then, of course, the original, what was actually released. So cool. Pete is posting a link to that podcast. A lot of fun. As I said, always great talking with Paul and so many industry people. We have this Wednesday, we're shooting for another podcast. We'll see. Who if we can set one up, we'll have one. So stay tuned. If it does happen, it'll be Wednesday, 3 p.m. And not sure the guest yet, but stay tuned. We will hopefully have one for everybody. We also have, tomorrow we'll have something cool to talk about on next Monday because going to a very amazing screening of the Insert Coin documentary tomorrow. Very excited for that. Josh, who worked on so many Midway games, who's been working on this documentary for the longest time. Check it out. Look up Insert Coin documentary. It's basically the history of Midway in the 80s and 90s. And they've shot so many of the interviews here. Stuff with Brian Colin, Jake Simpson, George Petro, Eugene Jarvis, all industry legends. It was so cool when he was filming. I'm here listening in to all these crazy interviews. Josh did such an amazing job. We've seen trailers. We've had Josh over at one of the last Combat Cons. He showed one of the trailers and everything. So very, very cool. Very excited to see it tomorrow. A lot of people have been talking about that for a long time and so anxious to see it tomorrow night. We'll have a full update on that next Monday, or maybe even on the podcast on Wednesday if that goes on. But stay tuned for that. It's also Veterans Day. One of the things we always wanted to point out, we're open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We have so many people asking on holidays, are you open? Veterans Day, we are here. The vets and the service members who have supported and defended this country, they're always free here on Veterans Day. So make sure any vets out there, come on in. You're good at Galloping Ghost Arcade, Galloping Ghost Pinball on Veterans Day. So please come on in for that because we want to show that we do support. So, I think that's it for our news. We have no info on a swap meet yet. We will be making a post soon. We've been pretty light on the events lately. We're trying to figure out what event we're going to run next. Want it to be something big, and what it's going to be, who knows? Oh, yeah, we can show that off real quick. We love all the games that we have here. There's so few representations of, toys and stuff for so many of these rare classic games, I would say. We just picked up this new R-Type Level 1 boss. Always show that off. This is going to be on display at the front counter now. So you want me to go closer with it? Very awesome. We got this from PlayAsia, I believe, .com. Very cool. Has a little R-Type ship going on there. The wired eyeballs. Very, very cool. That'll be here. We've got pretty much anything cool like that we can find. We try to have it here. We've got some Darius stuff and other things in our front counter. So make sure you check that out. There's so many crazy things on the walls throughout the arcade and in the display cases. We really need to do a video just on that because I think so many people just miss so many of the cool little things that are going around the arcade. The arcade game, the games themselves are so overwhelming, and sometimes it's the players. The players are here and they want to meet the players like Jimbo Slice and Stephen Lucas and Jamie Tibbetts, and of course Pete Hahn. So make sure that you check out all those nooks and crevices on stuff on the wall. There's lots of good stuff. We'll do a walkthrough of some of that cool stuff eventually, one of these days when we've got some time. But anyway, I think it is time. We should summon forth former Game of the Year to help with today's unveiling. Pete, they're all going Pete Hahn. Everybody chanting Pete Hahn in the stream chat. How cool. I love seeing that every week. Tim C, Hannah R. Lewis, everybody. Pete Hahn. Pete, how was the weekend?
Well, let me tell you. No, I'm just kidding. It was great. It was a very, very, very busy Saturday. It was great to see some of the regulars come out. Thank you, everyone's been here. Stephen Lucas has been here all weekend, putting in scores, doing a really good job. He put in a Magic Sword score as well. So just want to say thank you, everyone that made their holiday weekend, better by coming out and supporting us. And We, like Doc said, the veterans are always welcome. Every Veterans Day, please come out. So that's about all I got.
Thank you, Pete. 6, 7 claps. It's like popcorn. There you go. All right. Without any further ado, today's. Am I stepping on that cord? I am. I don't care. I wired it. I know it's good. I put some hot melt glue on those. They're not going to pull out. Ready? Today's Monday mystery game. I'm not going on Stephen Lucas's count. 1. No. Ready? Go. Your Monday mystery game is Biomechanical Toy. What? Action platformer. I love it. The streams. Huh? What? Biomechanical Toy. Released in 1995. Action platformer. You know the last time we put out a crazy platformer, something like Magical Cat Adventure, everybody was like, what? Telling you. You're going to like this. Picture... what can you picture? Maybe Earthworm Jim-esque, I would say. Who we having come up and play this? So let's have Stephen Lucas. He's in from out of town. This released from Galco back in 1995. It is unique. So you've got fire, jump, and bomb. In that order. Very cool animation. Weird story. Inguz, your character is named Inguz. Inguz. Lots of hidden stuff. You've got a time limit. You've got only so many bullets. Some crazy enemies. Everything takes multiple shots. It's artwork in this, pretty unique. You can already see. So there's like that health up top there. How do you get that? This is one we want to make sure that everybody's making forward progress all throughout. No padding on this one. Visually, very impressive. So now Stephen has a helper that he freed. Lots of hidden stuff in this game. This game was one pretty rare. We started looking for this one, and then the board was actually donated to us. I can't say yet by who, but somebody was very generous and donated this to us. I got to make sure that's all right to name drop that, but it is very, very much appreciated. This is definitely something that I don't think many people would have played. And again, not released here in the U.S. But visually, very impressive. Some pretty cool boss. Oh, Stephen Lucas finding out you can jump off of enemies and use them to jump higher if you time it right. I don't know. Let's see what... there he goes. Getting some health. Using that bomb accidentally or purposefully. Must have hit it accidentally. Uh-oh, those time bombs. And they're actually little alarm clocks. Some pretty fun animation in this game. Pretty interesting character design. Some of these levels get ridiculously difficult. You see that guy spitting out balloons? Doesn't get them all to spit out. The Wizard Queen. She's teleporting. She's all over the place. The Skeleton Knight. Ground pound. Uh-oh. Some fire. It's a close fight, and that timer running out. Okay. Up. Do I give some Ghost Lord tech here? No. Earn it. Look at that artwork. How crazy is that? Chess Valley. Some playing cards. Oh. Oh, Stephen Lucas getting hatcheted in the back. For those just joining us, your Monday mystery game, and that is a checkpoint. That flag is a checkpoint. Oh! Stephen Lucas not ready for the quick ground pound again. Your Monday mystery game is Biomechanical Toy, released from Galco back in 1995. Really weird. The characters. It's not that it's not cohesive, but it does look like it's such a weird assortment. See what he does here. Stephen Lucas jumping it. Getting that lighter for 2,500 bonus points. He needs some health. $78 shots left. You can see the bullet counter in the lower right-hand corner. Those flags work as checkpoints. Stephen leaving a lot of... oh, there he goes. Figuring that. Oh, but he gets stung by the big-toothed bee. Stephen can't jump high enough to get that lemon. Now he can, off the big-toothed bee. He's done it. That's not a platform. Oh! That will wrap up our Facebook feed today. Jump over to Twitch at twitch.tv/Galloping Ghost Arcade. We will continue to stream Biomechanical Toy, released from Galco back in 1995. Anxious to see how everybody else does on it. Again, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday if we have a podcast. Otherwise, we will be back next Monday for the next Monday mystery game at 5 p.m. Central. We will keep going on Twitch, so thanks everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.